going to make you feel better.
Should I feel better? You were the only thing that kept me from murdering an innocent girl. It's all gone wrong. Justice and I, we're just a monster. Same as any abomination.
You were out of control. But even then you heard what I was saying. You knew in your heart that you had to stop.
You have too much faith in me. Without you, I'd never have known who was there until it was too late. How can I fight for the freedom of mages, when I am the example of the worst that freedom brings?
Mages are dangerous. That's why this has been so hard. Make yourself the proof that they can control their powers.
I don't know how. How can I even trust myself to heal anymore? What if that creature of vengeance turns on a patient? Will I resist? Or will I lose his fury?
We got rid of Sir Alrik, right? Meredith will look downright reasonable in comparison.
Did you find anything on Sir Alrik? Or was the tranquil solution just another of my delusions?
It exists, but it was Sir Ulric's plan, no one else's.
Let me see that. The Divine rejected the idea. Meredith rejected the idea. This was not what I expected. Perhaps I should try talking to the Grand Cleric. Maybe she's more reasonable than I thought. Thank you. I will think on what you said.
What are you doing?
Putting out milk. I miss having a cat around. But I think the refugees have scared them all off. Or maybe eaten them. You know, I've been meaning to thank you. Having someone like you making a name for yourself in Kirkwall. It's done a lot for mages. You're the kind of leader we need. To tell the world we won't be punished any longer for our Maker-given gifts.
I don't care about the politics. I just don't want to see the Templars lock you up.
I've tried to hold back. You saw what I almost did to that girl. You've seen what I am. But I'm still a man. You can't tease me like this and expect me to resist forever.
How long will it take before I drive you mad?
This will be a disaster. But I can't live without it. We could die tomorrow. I don't want it to be before I tell you how I feel.
I've never felt this way about anyone.
I thought with justice, this part of me was over. I can't give you a normal life. If you're with me, we'll be hunted, hated. The whole world will be against us. If your door is open tonight, I will come to you. If not, I'll know you took my warning at last.
Never get sick.
What are we gonna do now?
Oh shit, that up.
You're here. I wasn't sure you would come.
Justice does not approve of my obsession with you. He believes you're a distraction. It is one of the few things on which he and I disagree.
If you hadn't come, I'd be out looking for you.
When I was in the Circle, love was only a game. It gave the Templars too much power if there was something you couldn't stand to lose. It would kill me to lose you.
This isn't going to fix that.
No mage I know has ever dared to fall in love. This is the rule I will most cherish breaking. I love you. I've been holding back from saying that. You should have a normal life, not be tied down to a fugitive with no future. But I don't ever want to leave you.
Don't ever leave.
Do you mean that? Would you have me here, living with you? Would you tell the world, the Knight Commander, that you love an apostate and you will stand beside him?
I want you right here. Until the day we die.
For 3 years, I have lain awake every night, aching for you. I'm still terrified I'll wake up.
I think I'll let Sandal empty that. Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop. Everything that's left of my life in Lothering. 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 Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop. Lots of old things from Lothering in there. Lots of old things from Lothering in there. Everything that's left of my life in Lothering. I could have left the amulet in there and forgotten all about it. What would the witch have done then? I see Varric's taken it upon himself to add certain embellishments to my journal. What's this? Oh, Anders' manifesto. Again. What's this? Oh, Anders' manifesto. Again. Had breakfast. Visited Privy. Took Mother to Haberdasher. Must have been a slow day. Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy? Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces. Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up. May I take him to the barracks time to time? He could help train my guards.
Good idea. He'll put the fear of dog into them.
Good. I think it's time they face down a good old Mabari charge. How about it, boy? Want to chew on some recruits?
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. But I can't spend the rest of my life mourning Bethany and Carver. They're gone, and I can't bring them back. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband. I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I've seen how that Anders fellow looks at you. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
You've been through a lot. You deserve any joy you can find.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your father. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
I can make it for you.
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
I want some pie.
It's been quite pleasant having Master Anders staying here, monsieur.
He's funny.
And he finds my boys enchanting, quite intriguing. That's the word he used. It's too bad he seems so intent on whatever it is he works on.
I saw something nasty in the woodshed.
You've had luck on your travels. There's a letter for you. Strange how the messages never come while you're home.
Wish Bodan would clean the fireplace. Says it reminds him of a mine shaft. Hey, look. A partially burned page from Anders' manifesto.
Is there something you want, Anders?
You really don't have the temperament for a slave.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I'm just wondering how your master didn't kill you.
How have the Templars not killed you?
I'm charming. You take a grave risk in trusting me. I don't know whether to cherish every moment I am with you, or fear for your life to have me there.
We should move on.